Come on here today as we've just entered the Build in Public Hackathon to give you a bit of a public statement, a bit of a public insight into what Stable is, who we are, what we do, why we're here, and why you hopefully like us. You let me know after this if you like us. Well, stick with us for a few weeks and check in then actually. But anyways, the basis of Stable is very simple. We are bringing efficiencies to the U.S. mortgage market. The U.S. mortgage market is quite infamous, if you will, for a variety of reasons. I point to the one, it really keeps our entire economy running. I don't know if any of you saw 2 or 3 weeks ago, Trump said, buy another 200 billion of mortgages. The market moved about this much. So it's really a large market, an impactful market, an important market for America and anybody who is an American citizen, anyone who wants to see America succeed. This is the market to play in. This is the market to improve. This is the market to bring transparency to. This is the market that we rely on. This is the market that makes us all rich. This is the American dream. That is this market, right? We can talk about treasuries. We can talk about gold. We can talk about commodities, oil, whatever you want. We can talk about world domination. We can talk about what's right and what's wrong. But at the end of the day, the American dream is the U.S. mortgage market. And that's what we're here to impact as Stable. We're here to bring transparency. We're here to put it on chain. We're here to make it better, cheaper transactions, better at all ends of the spectrum. We're from tokenization to stablecoins, payments processing, bringing down costs for servicers. From tokenization, bringing transparency to the data, to what goes into these mortgages, how payments are going, where the packaging of these debt assets is going, how they're being packaged up, how they're being distributed, who is moving what, who's moving market. It's important, given the size and the implications of the market. Privacy is a very key role here. So obviously, all the encryptions and protections that blockchain can provide to bring transparency to this market in a way that still allows the market to function as it needs to function, while improving the baseline standard for everybody, not just the mortgage broker, not just the servicer, not just the aggregator, not just the wholesaler, not just the security issuer, not just the security buyer, not just the TBA market, not just Fidelity, not just Bank of America, not just, the retirement and the pension funds, but everybody. How do we improve this across the board for everybody? That's what Stable is here really to address. We have one key product that's out there right now. It's called USDX. USDX is essentially a stable coin that anybody can hold. By holding USDX, you are adding value to this market. You're contributing, you're providing liquidity to this market in a way that, frankly, you've never been allowed to before. We can talk about all of the reasons that you've never been allowed to. We can point fingers, or we can just, accept where it is, improvise, and move on. And so USDX is a great way for anybody to democratize and access the liquidity of, frankly, the world's most important market. And that's the baseline of what USDX is. It's a stable coin. It's a liquidity provision token, if you will. And we tie that back on Solana and across other protocols in a way that we hope brings fairness to this market. And then from there, our plan is to onboard mortgage brokers, onboard mortgage servicers, onboard security issuers, and really bring even if we can just bring 10 bips of efficiency to this market, you're talking about $9 billion a year in savings for the average American. You're talking about an electricity bill paid. You're talking about, a $300 a month savings on their mortgage. These are real impacts that we hope to bring to market over not just this hackathon, but for the next several years, hopefully forever, right? And so that's the real goal, is that we want to be this baseline partner to the Americans and the American dream moving forward. And so that's what Stable is. I hope you'll stick around for not only the next several weeks, but for the next several years to help and experience and build that with us. And I'll be in touch soon. Thank you.